Hey, Jimmy Beach here with Alien Skin Software. Let's go over one of the new features of Bokeh 2 today, grain matching. Good candidates for grain matching are photos that have grain. The example that we're going to use has exaggerated grain to make it easier to see. In Photoshop, let's get to work. Up to Filter, down to Bokeh 2, and Bokeh. When it comes up, like always, I'll clear out the previous setting by pressing F5, Command R, or I can even click on Factory Defaults here on the Settings panel. I'm not going to make a selection of blur type right now. I'm going to wait until later for that. I'll first jump over to the Bokeh tab and make a couple of changes. I want to scroll all the way down to the bottom to the grain controls. Now we can see in the center, let me zoom in close, I'll press 1 to 1. You can see here where the blur is applied, it wipes the grain out from our original image. Using 1 to 1 is important here because at any other zooming level, the grain is affected by the zoom, so to get the best match, use the original size. Looking at our result, it's not going to be as seamless as if we shot on this film with the right super expensive lens in the first place, unless we put some grain back in. So I'll add some by dragging the amount slider up until it appears to be the same as what it is here. Keep your thumb on the spacebar, you'll be using it quite a bit to get those settings accurate. I'll adjust the size of the grain as well to match it up as best we can. And we'll go back and forth with these controls a little bit to get it accurate. Okay, let's zoom out. That looks good. Now obviously the blur that we're making needs to be accurate as well. So let's go back to the Settings tab and choose a Nikon lens. They don't have as much creamy as the Canon lenses. I'll go with the 105mm f2.8 at 5.6. Notice the grain setting stays the same even though the blur changes. That's because they're independent of the blur and the vignette settings. So even if you delete your focus region, your settings will stay put until you clear them out. Granted, deleting the focus region is not a common practice, but it is common to move it around during fine-tuning. The grain will automatically apply in the blurred region, but not apply in the focus region. Our example image has a zoom effect going on, so I want to hop over to the Bokeh tab and put that effect into play. So I'll tweak the focus region and the feathering distance until it looks the way that I want. I want to add a little bit to the zoom here. And then I'm going to turn my bokeh amount down just a little bit. There. Okay, so I'm happy with my results. My original image looked like it was Tri-X film to me, though exaggerated. So I'm going to save my setting to match the grain at another time. I'll title it Tri-X film. I'll put it in a grain folder. And I'll add the comment Nikon 105mm f5.6. Let's review. We covered how to match grain, amount, and size to our existing image, and we talked about how the settings are independent of each other. Now I'll direct you to our website, www.alienskin.com. There you'll find inspiring examples, helpful advice, and more videos to peruse at your leisure. This video is part of a series for Bokeh 2. I hope you like this one. The next one is multiple regions. I want to thank you for tuning in today. Until next time, this is Jimmy Beach with Alien Skin Software.